Hey guys, it's Kariyu, and today I will teach you how to WAP in Fortnite. Hey guys, it's Hantao, and I think you should use code Kariyu in the item shop, like right now. Okay, so why should you trust me? As of me typing up the script for this video, I'm like top 200 globally for Arena, and I'd like to think I found a good way to climb. Obviously, I'm probably way lower because I'm making this video, but you know what? I don't care. Anyways, I do want to start with the boring topic first, so if you don't want to listen on why you should climb in Arena, go skip to like the juicy part. Okay, so why should you climb in Arena? Most people know that if you get champions in Arena, you unlock most cash competitions and play against the hardest people you can get, right? However, climbing in Arena does have its benefits due to the exposure and practice you can get from it. For example, Fernando accumulated a lot of Arena points last season, likely seeing it as a way to make a name for himself. He most likely did this because he saw that Martoz's Arena videos also garner a large amount of attention. As a result, he gained about 25,000 new subscribers from making high Arena point videos. He was able to grow his socials, and being a decent pro player, he got signed to TSM. The fuck? To make exposure easier, Epic has also created a leaderboard that shows the top 100 people with the most Arena points, and War Legends also has a top 10,000 chart of people with the most Arena points. So if you have a hefty sum of points, you can search yourself up. Due to these new leaderboards, you would imagine that you could easily attract an audience with Arena type videos and highlights. However, on the other side of the board, we have Mars, who has the number 1 most Arena points last season and this season, but currently for some reason, he isn't utilizing the exposure you get from being the person with the most Arena points. But I assure you, content will come easily if you are one of the Arena record holders. Fighting the various opponents in Arena also allows you to get adequate practice. Pros like Nora Rayleigh and Benji Fishy play solo Arena whenever they are not scrimming. Okay, so how do you climb in Arena? Let's start with hype efficiency. When I talk about efficiency, I'm talking about how to make every game count and make sure that you have a net gain instead of a loss every match. The only way you can lose Arena points is by bus fare. At the Champions League, you will lose upwards of 60 points per game. Sheesh! In order to prevent losing hype, make sure you completely master a looting path off spawn. A good place to start is to check Fortnite.gg, I'll put the link in the description. You can check all your chest spawns and floor loot spawns and pick a place that coordinates with your playstyle. If you're a bit confused on where to start, there are also user submitted routes over in the drawing section, and you can easily nab one of these paths for yourself. Just as an example, I land Fortilla and kill around 1 to 2 people every game off spawn, so make sure you don't land there or I will decimate you. However, a kill is only 20 hype in solos, and even worse, only 7 hype in trios. It doesn't make my game efficient yet. Only when you get top 25 placement in solos or top 8 in trios does it guarantee that your game is efficient. So in essence, master your drop spot. It'll go a long way in helping you for events. Maybe even master a W key path and master a loot efficient path. That way, when an event does come, you are well prepared. There are 3 different types of playstyle to Arena. 1 is to play passive and play for your win or win con. 2 is to W key everything that you see. 3, combining the both, is to play a hybrid win W key style. I'll go over how to play for the win first. You only ever want to play for the win in Arena solos. Doing this in trios is way too inefficient for points. Currently on the Arena leaderboard, I would say there are only a couple that play for the win, and that would be number 1 Mars and number 21. These players are extremely passive and play only to win. I tried to research Mars, but he has subscriber VODs only, so I assumed from his montages that he lands craggy and deadside rotates and positions to pull zones. From his highlights, I can tell that he plays most of these games as if it were a scrim. He only ever fights if he has an extremely huge advantage, and if someone engages on him first, he'll usually play defensively and win against them in box fights. In order to achieve hype efficiency, he will make sure he achieves the top 25 threshold, whether that be by camping or rotating. If he doesn't have his win conditions, he'll hide in order to get sneaky kills. The big downside to this is that you don't get as much fighting practice as you do keying people. If you've seen Mars's highlights, some of these clips look pretty damn shit. Remember, if you play a passive playstyle, prioritize upgrading your loot with an efficient loot path and essentially play for each placement threshold until you win. Only fight if you have to, or if you need a win condition. Next is to absolutely destroy NW key everyone. This is the only way you should be playing in trios because people die significantly slower in trios than they do in solos, which leaves a lot more people on the map to get kills on. You could do this in solos too. Arena is one of the best practices you can get for fighting people of various skill levels, but this video is about climbing arena points. So I would only recommend doing this if you are absolutely nasty at the game in box fighting and game sense aspects. Some people on the leaderboard running this strategy are pretty much most of the top 10. There are some people that are more efficient than others at keying. Jupiter Curran in Asia averages 11 kills per game with a 30.6% win rate and has the least arena games played out of the top 10, mostly playing solos. There's also Philippe and Diamond, two insane Brazil players that also average 11 kills per game. Both in solos and trios, they key pretty much everyone. Because their mechanics and chemistry are so ahead of everyone else's, they easily win their games and are efficient in most matches. This W key playstyle is actually very good for you regardless of whether you climb the leaderboard or not, as I said before, and that you're getting experience fighting and you'll be able to improve your mechanics just by playing and having fun. Lastly, there's the hybrid playstyle that people like Extra Knives and I use. Basically, pre-placement, we only fight if we have an advantage or an easy third-party opportunity. People running a hybrid playstyle will usually play more on the passive side, just rotating in and absorbing the top 25 placement threshold. As soon as the top 25 placement pops, however, you can start keying everyone because you ensured that you didn't lose hype in that game. I play really reckless as soon as this happens and pretty much fight as if I was an Asian or Brazil player squaring up with everyone. However, if there are about less than 10 players left and I have my win con, I can go make a high ground play and win the game, maximizing the amount of points I get in the game. One last really important thing is mentality. On the first day of this new season, I played 13 hours of Arena. On the first 4 hours, I was mad. I was tilted to the maximum scale. Here's a clip from my stream. Who is this guy? Why is he here? We got a shotgun. There's a guy here apparently. What the ball sack? I missed. And he's just fucking better! Later though, I calmed down, assessed how I could do better, and I won 5 games in a row. Now I know that's not very impressive, but to me, 180ing from that tilted mentality is something very crucial if you want to succeed. I've seen a lot of pros complain as soon as something misfortunes them, but the next time you get in a shitty situation like this one, try gritting your teeth and focusing on the small chance of survival before you complain. If you die, look for other ways you could have won the fight. Maybe it was your positioning, maybe it was which angle you took. Stay calm, it's not always RNG. A few tips and tricks for Arena. If your region has scrims at a designated time and you're a loser like me without a trio, you can utilize that time to play Arena instead of scrims. In NAE, after 6 PM, most of the pros are playing elite scrims, making the arena lobbies really unstacked and easily winnable. You might feel like a fucking noob for this, but hiding in a bush is pretty good for placement. Also, if I'm waiting for placement, I like to be between the center and edge. You can watch Machine Wright's video on how this weird condition shit works and why it's so dead. Try to always have a cheese item like a crash pad, shockwave, or boogie bomb that lead to really easy kill on shitters. I get a majority of my W key game kills by exploiting into people's box with a spaz. Speaking of crash pads, this is probably a #1 priority item because you can avoid getting killed by boogie bombs with it, as well as 50-50 people when you need refreshes. Well, that's it guys. This was more of an informative video discussing playstyle and practicality rather than the mechanics and game sense of the game. If you would want to see more, leaving a like would absolutely make me adore you and make me want to give you a fat kiss. Please like the video. Here's my outro.